Imagine winning the lottery of human history, except the prize is slavery, and you don't find out until your wife is hanging from a rope for singing a song. That's the trap 16-year-old Darrow lives in. He's told he's a hero, a pioneer, a man sacrificing his life to make Mars livable for humanity. It's a lie. Mars has been livable for 300 years. There are cities up there with gardens and blue water, while he digs in the dark and starves. Today we're cracking open Red Rising by Pierce Brown, a book about a boy who gets carved, bone by bone, into his enemy's shape so he can burn their empire down from the inside. Stick around, because this book earns every ounce of its brutality. Darrow is a red, the lowest caste in a rigid color-coded society ruled by the golden-eyed golds. He lives in Lycos, an underground mining colony on Mars, where reds like him are told they're pioneers, sacrificing themselves so humanity can terraform the red planet and eventually join them. Darrow is a helldiver, the most dangerous, most skilled job in the mines, controlling a massive drill from a harness 100 meters underground, dodging deadly creatures called pit vipers. He's the best there is, and at 16 he's already married to EO, a fierce, dreaming girl who thinks the whole system is a cage. Darrow doesn't believe her, not yet. He believes in obedience, in sacrifice, in the society's promise that his suffering means something. Darrow's clan finally earns enough helium, 3 to win the laurel, the monthly prize that means real food, real comfort. The society gives it to the reigning clan anyway. It's rigged, always has been. Furious, EO takes Darrow to a hidden garden she found through an old ventilation shaft, an actual bubble of grass, trees, and stars, hidden beneath their barren planet. It's the first beautiful thing Darrow has ever seen, and it breaks something open in him. But tin pots, the society's guards, catch them there. For trespassing, both are sentenced to flogging in front of a whole colony, presided over by the arch-governor of Mars himself, Nero Augustus. EO takes her lashes silently, until, defiant, she sings the forbidden song of her people, a lament called the Reaper Song. For that, Augustus orders her hanged. Darrow is forced to watch, then help pull her legs to break her neck, a mercy on low-gravity Mars, where death by hanging is agonizingly slow otherwise. Her last words, "Live for more." Consumed by grief, Darrow tries to give his life meaning by getting himself hanged too, for the crime of cutting EO's body down and giving her a secret burial. He's executed, and wakes up underground alive. His drunk, seemingly useless Uncle Neril drugged him instead of killing him and secretly delivered him to a resistance group called the Sons of Ares, led by a scarred, one-armed man named Dancer. Ares is a mythic terrorist figure the society blames for bombings across Mars, but Dancer explains their real mission. They're nation breakers. They want to destroy the society from within, not through violence alone. Dancer takes Darrow to the surface for the first time in his life and shows him a hidden truth that will define the rest of the book. Mars isn't barren. It was fully terraformed centuries ago. While Darrow and every red he's ever known starved in the dark, entire golden cities have existed above them all along, glittering, lush, filled with music and wine and people flying on grav boots. The pioneer story was always a lie to keep reds enslaved and digging. Dancer lays out the real history. Earth wasn't overcrowded. Humanity simply expanded to the moon, then rebelled against Earth entirely in a war called the Conquering, and built a color-coded caste empire with golds, genetically engineered super soldiers, ruling everyone else. Darrow, shattered, asks what it will take to fix this. Dancer's answer, blood, and he has a mission that will require Darrow to become something monstrous first. The plan is audacious. Turn Darrow into a gold. Not just disguise him physically, biologically remake him into one of the ruling race, so he can infiltrate the Institute, the brutal academy where young golds are trained to rule fleets, planets, and empires. Dancer brings him to a carver named Mickey, a strange, brilliant artist who surgically rebuilds bodies. What follows is months of horror. Darrow's bones are shattered and regrown stronger, his skin peeled and regrown, his eyes replaced with golden ones, his brain surgically altered to process information faster, his muscles rebuilt fiber by fiber under crushing artificial gravity. He nearly dies more than once. When it's finally done, Darrow doesn't recognize himself. He looks in the mirror and sees the enemy who killed his wife. Physical transformation isn't enough. Darrow has to learn to think, speak, and move like a gold. A sharp-tongued former pink named Mateo drills him in etiquette, dueling culture, and the arrogant accent of the elite, while Dancer trains his mind for rapid problem-solving. Darrow takes on a fake identity, Darrow Andromedus, the last surviving heir of a minor, conveniently deceased family. He sits the entrance exam for the Institute and misses only one question out of hundreds, a score so perfect it triggers a fraud investigation, which he passes clean. He's accepted. Before he leaves, his allies give him small tokens, a knife ring disguised as a Spartan chevron, and a locket containing a single petal from the humanthus flower he once gave Io, his heart, hidden in plain sight among his enemies. At the Institute, Darrow meets his fellow first-years, including the charming, dangerous Cassius O'Bologna, son of a powerful fleet commander, and Cassius's gentler younger brother Julian. That first night, Darrow is dragged from his bed and locked in a stone cell with Julian. A proctor arrives and drops a single ring on the floor. Only one of them will leave the room alive. This is the passage, the school's brutal culling test, where roughly half of each incoming class is killed by the other half, weeding out anyone deemed too weak or poorly bred to matter. Darrow, horrified but desperate, kills Julian with his bare hands. It's the first blood on his conscience since Io's death, and it will not be the last. The survivors are sorted into 12 houses, each modeled on a Roman god. Darrow lands in House Mars alongside Cassius, who doesn't yet know Darrow killed his brother, the poet-soldier Roque, the ruthless golden girl Antonia, the massive brute Titus, and a small, vicious, overlooked kid named Severo, who becomes one of Darrow's most loyal friends. The school year turns out to be a live-action war game across a massive terraformed valley, 12 castle houses competing to conquer, enslave, and dominate one another, essentially an experiment in building and breaking civilization from scratch. House Mars fractures into feuding factions almost immediately. Titus, the brutal strongman, starts abusing the slaves as side captures, including sexual violence, and Darrow eventually sentences him to death, only to let Cassius carry out the execution as a favor, a decision Darrow immediately regrets because it wasn't justice, it was vengeance dressed up as leadership. Afterward, Darrow discovers something staggering. In a moment of grief-fueled rage, Titus lets slip details that reveal he wasn't a gold at all. He was a red too, another disguised infiltrator like Darrow, unraveled by trauma and cruelty. Darrow realizes he isn't the only red hidden among the golds, and that the stakes of exposure are far higher than he thought. With Titus gone, Darrow rises to become Primus, leader of House Mars, through a mix of brutal tactics, unconventional alliances, and a growing bond with a clever, fast, endlessly resourceful girl who goes by the nickname Mustang, formerly of a rival house. But the game's real puppet masters reveal themselves. The 12 proctors overseeing the houses have been secretly ordered by Arch-Governor Augustus to rig the entire competition, so his own son, a terrifying, faceless rival known only as the Jackal, wins. As part of that sabotage, a proctor leaks a video to Cassius proving Darrow killed Julian. Cassius, devastated, challenges Darrow to a duel and, believing they're no longer bound by the game's rules against real killing, runs him through with an unshielded blade, leaving him bleeding out in the mud, certain he'll die. He doesn't die. Mustang finds him and nurses him back to health and hiding through the deep winter, and their bond deepens into something real. It's here that Mustang teaches Darrow the philosophy that will define the rest of his life. True power isn't a rigid hierarchy where a leader commands slaves like fingers with no will of their own. It's a hand where every finger has its own mind, working together by choice. It's the blueprint for everything EO ever dreamed of. Darrow starts rebuilding, not with slaves this time, but with an army of willing followers. Escaped oathbreakers, freed prisoners, and eventually entire conquered houses who choose to fight for him because he treats them with dignity, even publicly taking a whipping himself to prove that cruelty in his ranks will never go unanswered. Darrow's new coalition, Mustang, the terrifying miniature killer Severo, the giant and fiercely loyal Pax, the sharp-tongued Tactus, and others, sweeps across the southern territories, toppling house after house through speed, psychological warfare, and sheer audacity. He confronts his old proctor, Fitchner, and learns the devastating scope of the corruption. The arch-governor has bribed and threatened every proctor to guarantee his son's victory. Darrow also learns something personal. Gruff, cynical Fitchner is secretly Severo's father, an outsider gold who never fully belonged among the golden elite either. Refusing to play by rigged rules, Darrow tricks his way into a face-to-face meeting with a jackal, revealed to be a quiet, unassuming boy named Adrius O. Augustus, the arch-governor's own son. He's not physically imposing at all. He's a cold, brilliant sociopath who once survived being trapped underground by killing and eating members of his own house. Darrow corners him and pins his hand to a table with a knife, daring him to cut off his own hand to escape rather than submit. And the jackal actually starts sawing through his own wrist without flinching, proving just how far beyond normal human limits he's willing to go. Before he finishes, proctors intervene, and in the chaos the jackal murders Darrow's beloved friend Pax, stabbing him through the throat. Pax dies, shielding Darrow's body with his own. It's one of the book's gut punch losses. Enraged, Darrow hunts the fleeing jackal into the mountains, and runs straight into a proctor named Apollo, who reveals that they've captured Mustang and will kill her unless Darrow throws the final match. Darrow refuses. In a burst of fury, he kills Apollo, the first student in the school's 300-year history to kill one of the godlike proctors, and then does something even more unthinkable. He leads a small strike force to storm Olympus itself, the proctor's floating sanctuary, taking hostages, seizing armor and weapons, and effectively declaring war on the institution meant to rule over him. It's audacious beyond belief, and it works because the proctors never imagined a student would dare. In the chaos, Darrow learns a gut-wrenching secret. Mustang, the girl he's fallen for, is the jackal's twin sister, Virginia Augustus, the arch-governor's own daughter, kept hidden from public life. For a moment, Darrow believes she's betrayed him completely, having sent her off with half his forces. But she returns triumphant, dragging her own brother in chains, having chosen Darrow's cause over her father's blood. Darrow reunites with House Mars, finds his friend Roque alive after all, and reclaims his ravaged home castle. But Cassius, brought back into the fold by his own family, delivers one final gut punch. He spits in Darrow's face and declares a blood feud between them. The next time they meet, one of them dies. Darrow wins the entire year-long game, but it costs him nearly everyone he loves. In the final scene, Arch-Governor Augustus, the same man who ordered Eo's execution, approaches Darrow directly. He knows Darrow uncovered his cheating scheme and could destroy his political career with a word. Instead of punishing him, Augustus offers him everything: patronage, funding, a place among the most powerful family in the society, in exchange for silence and loyalty. And Darrow, gritting his teeth, kneels. He swears fealty to the man who murdered his wife, because he understands that the only way to burn an empire down is to first climb inside it. The book ends not with triumph, but with Darrow forcing himself to say the words that make him, on paper, exactly what he spent the entire story pretending to be. Red Rising is a book about the price of infiltration, what it costs a person to wear the enemy's skin long enough to gain their trust, and whether you can do that without losing yourself in the process. Darrow starts this book as a grieving husband who believes in obedience. He ends it kneeling before his wife's killer, promising loyalty he doesn't feel because it's the only path left toward the freedom she died for. So here's the question I want to leave you with. Do you think Darrow can actually pull off EO's dream from inside the system, or has playing the Gold's game for this long already started to change who he is? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every one. If you like this breakdown, hit subscribe for more book summaries every week, and I'll see you in the next one.